What is up, Hyperbolic gang? It is time, after the Hyperbolic vlog Southern Solitude, it is time to leave Cape Town, South Africa, mother city. The time has come, and here you can see me in an Uber going to the airport, Cape Town International. In the background a little bit of Table Mountain, line set. Mother city, Cape Town is just a magnificent place, and it's always a blessing to be there. But it was time, you know. Always around April, May, I leave Cape Town because the colder months are arriving, and I've been chasing summer the past 10 years, traveling from north to south around every 6 months or so. That's the view from the parking lot airport. Of course, getting a little bit zooted before the flight, because why not? Then earning some physical practice so I can actually get tired in the airplane and fall asleep like a baby, you know, and get well rested while I'm taking my travels, because a little bit effort goes a long way. And I remember a couple of years ago when this pandemic started, I was actually rewarded because the airline people saw me getting physical like I'm doing here in the video, and they upgraded me to a business class flight. Even that, I mean, so far in my life, in the past 10 years, I've been always very blessed. I'm grateful for that, that in most of my flights, 7 out of 10 flights, I always had like 3 seats or 4 seats for myself, so I had like a bed, so I didn't even need business class. So the gods, the global nomad gods, blessed me. But yeah, here, traveling to the northern hemisphere, Beograd, Serbia, of course, straight out of the airplane into the bus, where I go, where Saiyan warrior goes, of course, guys, to the gym, to one of the best facilities out there in Serbia. I mean, it's top notch, and you can see a little bit of it's like Springfloor. It's a fully equipped gym. You have like an air track, you have 2 spring floors actually. You have a Jansen Fritzen foam floor, and you have a true American spring floor type of vibe. And I'm just getting a little bit first day, straight arrival from the airport, going out of the airplane, boom, having a little session to get the dust off, and then heading to my parents' place onto the village trick lab. And of course my father is waiting for me for, you know, some waiting with real nourishment, nose to tail. That's how we roll in Serbia. That's how we value the tradition of our ancestors. You know, there back then you either have animals or you're able to hunt. There's in the mountain up there and on the rural areas, there's no supermarket. So if you don't have animals or anything else, especially in the winter times, you're doomed. So there, all of this plant-based vegan scam trend stuff doesn't work. That's why we still own a nose to tail, and I'm just talking about this in this segment out here, and explaining, you know, that we need to connect to our primal roots to really thrive. And you know, even you can see Slav squat is very common in the rural areas. The farmlands people, they need to be able to sit in a resting squat and squat to work. If you lose your squat, you lose your health, and it's the best self-diagnostic you can have for your lower body. And that being said, of course, guys, there's certain things you need to check out, and that's like raw liver, raw organs, and nose to tail nourishment. It's a game changer. It has been a game changer for me. I left Cape Town, South Africa to actually challenge myself, not being comfortable anymore, and to become very comfortable again, being very uncomfortable, and getting back to hardfloor practice, you know, because I've been spoiled again with Springfloor. As you can see in the Southern Solitude vlog, I'll put a link in the description. I had great times, and you know, pushed things and tried to reconstruct and better myself and work on my weaknesses. but I was really looking to find more, you know, to find more and to get rid of this inner bitch, this Springfloor pussy looking for comfort and just like being comfortable, you know, with like a always proper place to train, you know. And that just made me weak, and I realized that at the beginning of my journey to Serbia. So it's been tough, it's been a blessing, and I want you guys to follow me in this new vlog format where I actually talk about all of my experiences and stuff I encountered, especially in terms of nature and animals and just living, nourishment, nutrition, life and habits. I learned a lot, and I want to share this with this new series, the Hyperbolic vlog, rebooted, the Northern Hemisphere, Northern Nomad Chronicles. And yeah, stay tuned, enjoy this, and if you get something out of it, just smash the like, subscribe, share it, drop a comment what you want to hear, because I'm gonna keep it in that format, because yeah, it's time for change. It's time to reconstruct, work again, work harder, smarter, and sometimes we just gonna we have to build a new, you know, foundation so we can build higher and reach higher. And I learned a lot of weaknesses: shoulder mobility, range of motion. There was so much I was actually lacking, which you know, a Springfloor and it's like a good training place just covered up. So that is it. Still very blessed with the challenges. I asked the gods for, you know, the hard knock truth, and I got what I was seeking for. So now I had to deal with the new cards given and make the best out of it, like I do always. We all, not only me, if we really seek and want, we just fall, find a way to get back again, you know, like a phoenix from the ashes, man. That's all about Hyperbolic, gang. It's a good life in Serbia, I must say, and family, friends, surroundings. The summer there is a blessing, and I couldn't ask for more, really. I'm gonna talk also about like very, very harsh things that happened to me. Like, I mean, in terms of nature and the animals, what they feed these days out there in Serbia, especially pork and poultry, like chicken and stuff like this. They start feeding them with more corn and soy, you know, and all of that crap, you know. Animals should, like you see in this footage, they should just be species appropriate. They should be outdoors like this beautiful lamb out here and just grass and eat what they... That's Serbian nature. That's not just Serbian nature, that's how nature should work, you know. Animals should be free roaming in their natural habitat. We shouldn't feed them any crap like soy and corn. That actually destroys not only the animal, makes them fat, again lets them gain weight quickly. It also increases the linoleic acid compounds in their fat, you know, in their composition of their whole physical structure. And then when you ingest it as a human, you also get in that whole linoleic acid, which is, guys, this is horrendous and horrible, and it costed me a lot. And the beginning of my trip to Serbia, it costed me a lot, and yeah, I paid the price. And I'm still paying the price. And I am my own experiment, you know, and I just share my experience so that you guys don't have to go through those struggles like I did. I'm blessed with my parents, my father, you know. We went out to beautiful retreats up there, you know. There's nothing comparable, you know, to this nature and raw nature in Serbia, which is still in some areas very untouched, rural, and you know, it's like time traveling, you know. And then you can see how people really lived, what they ate, and that nothing was like crazy like these days, processed food, scrap, instant anything, you know, like you just delivery app. Nobody wants to put in any effort to actually deserve rest and good nourishment. Nobody wants to go that, or most of people, I don't want to say nobody, but most of people don't want to go that little bit of extra to to earn your next meal, like you see me here, you know. Wherever I go, doesn't matter, freaking retreat, hotel, fancy rest, before that I get something in, you know. Before I eat, I need to be physical, you know. It tastes better, I feel like it goes straight into nourishing your body, your muscles, your you know. If you just go and eat and you haven't put in any effort, man, it's you know, mediocre. It's not the same. Nothing is the same if you don't first put in some physical effort. Physical effort is the biggest lever you have in this age of degenerates, where nobody wants to go and put in a little bit more effort. But I know you, the hyperbolic gang, the like-minded warriors will, and then you can feast. Guys, I can tell you, this cheese and called kaimak here, the yellow one, there's nothing better on this planet. I mean, it's non-pasteurized, it's raw, it's like raw cluttered cheese. You can see how yellow and rich in vitamin A and all of those nutrients it is. I mean, it's a game changer. That's why I love Serbia, the food, the people, the simple life, you know. My dad also drove me to a lot of beautiful areas out there. We had great times next to the river, and just good conversations and about life and suffering, struggle, victories. And at the end of the day, we have to do the best we can and earn it, really earn it. And there is where some of my suffering started, you know. Yes, I'm not perfect. I'm just a practitioner. I'm not a freaking scientist or whatever. I just fail and try. I'm basically my own experiment. I grind, I learn, I fail, I readjust, I reconnect, rebuild, and try to conquer again. And in Serbia, I paid the price because I ate a lot of pork and you know, like eggs from, you know, like chicken that was fat, corn and soy, and you know, it really pays. How can I say it? Really took a toll, you know, and I'm slowly getting out of, you know, the bad effects it took on me, because I mean, I mostly eat nose to tail, and if the animals are not species appropriate, you can feel it. If the animals are not fed species appropriate, you can definitely feel it. So yeah, I recommend everybody to, if they can, really make sure they only consume stuff from rudimentary animals, means animals with horns and more digestive systems, like more stomachs that filter all of that crap. But you know, with all the sacrifice, there was a lot of blessings. I could inspire the youth, spend a lot of good time and energy, and reconnect with the local people, the local kids, and just grind with them, you know. There's always one warrior. Out of 10, you'll always find one warrior that will join the grind and the game, you know, the game for gains, the game of suffering. It is, if you choose it. On the other side of suffering, there's something else. Not many are willing to find that out, and it's always very rejuvenating and you know, refreshing to see others that are going the same path, the way of the warrior.